9:56 p.m. and I'm gonna do something I didn't think I would do. But you know how I'm in the moving process. So the other day when I threw out all my literary magazines, I'm still gonna get literary magazines in the mail, but when I'm living in Toronto I can donate them or put them to the curb and people will read them. But when I was throwing all that kind of stuff out, I kept this, which was given to me from someone from high school. You know, and I kept this because it meant a lot, you know? There's a couple of my things in there. But I'm not the one being the sentimental fool, you know? But I've loved writing letters. I've got a postcard collection as well, which I'll have to go to. But I loved writing letters. I had pen pals when I moved away from St. Thomas when I was young. And then I had pen pals. And then the longest correspondence was with a friend. I got file number 1, September 93. And then the last file goes... What's the last file? The last file goes, well, to the end of it all. And I wanted to keep these letters the most because one of the best, she's a great writer, but she was one of my best friends. And 2000. And they're so interesting. I kind of want to keep them, but then what right do I have? Like, nobody wants them back, and what am I holding on to? People who are probably either changed, or even if they're not different, they're not in my life, and why am I holding on to them why? But some of it's so great, you know, and it's just really difficult to, think that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this. I mean, so I had wonderful letters from people, and this is not at all to disregard any of the kindnesses that people would say, or say your friend always, or whatever. You know, the things you say when you're young. I have wonderful correspondences with people, and I am so thankful that they were in my life. But they're not now. And I can't hold on to this stuff. I wish I had a shredder for their, you know, for them, but this is all going into a dumpster, and nobody will access it. So much good mail. I mean, I only wish that I could have been more, oh, I loved her poetry. She didn't like her poetry, but her poetry is so good. I'm shaking doing this because, as you can see, some of this is quite old. Now, this is... Oh, I talked to this person on WhatsApp. She's living in Morocco right now, actually. Actually, it'd be kind of neat. But even then, I don't... Oh my god. Sorry, guys, they're close. I don't think she knew that, I should tell Shannon. I could, like, this is an instance where I could tell her. But then again, she also had... Oh, there's a photo of my friend. My other friend. You know, I'm gonna get it. Because really, she's living, she's got a whole life instead. What does she care? What, you know, what does that matter? Her life is awesome. Oh my gosh, everywhere is bits of mail from Gwen. I can recognize her handwriting. But, and then just some pen pal I had. Lots of really cool pen pals over the years. But, yeah, I just have to do this. It's like cutting a Band-Aid off. I think this is, yeah, this is when I lived in, this is from, oh my gosh, yeah, I think this is at least from the Jehovah's Witnesses friends, or no, mixture of people, and crystal and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Cherry Clemens, a person I have met on a line. Oh, neat. Yeah, people are awesome. All these would be great. I really did want to make like a book or something. But yeah, this was my Jehovah's Witness friend. She was so kind, and the cards are lovely. And oh man, it's tough. It's tough for me to do this. But again, what am I doing? What am I doing? Keeping all this. Rhonda, again, some people you reconnect with on Facebook, but again, they're not people you know now, or that even if you're on Facebook, they don't talk to you. So, like, again, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why did I... now, this person was one of my, what I considered a best friend in elementary school. And his life changed quite dramatically later. And I'm really proud of the person he became, that I know of the last time I was in contact with him through Facebook, you know, of course. But I loved our letters when I moved away. I'm so thankful for the friendship. And I wish I continued our chess game. Checkers game. But I didn't, because I'm a jerk. But yeah, I'm sorry. I will, but see, I can remember, oh, this is my cousin. And see, this is something I give to her, but again, her life has changed so much, but she's so awesome, and I'm glad that she wrote me for a bit. This was when she was so young. Oh, remember doing, what do you like best? Winter, spring? 90210 basketball, Garfield apartment. Mine. Remember we did quizzes back then and questionnaires. How is life? What grade are you in? She was in grade 4. What are your favorite colors? Blue, velvet, and purple. 90210. Yeah, she was too young for it to be liking 90210. Grade 4. I love my cousin Tony. We are in touch. This is a letter from... This is a letter from Katie Lucerna. I should keep this one because I should be writing her back. This was a letter that I need to write back. That there's a difference, you know. And this was a package. That a book that specifically Gwen had told me to throw against a wall. After reading. But I didn't read it, but I loved that she said that. So what's next? Oh, now this is my friend who I'm in contact with now. We just went to Port Stanley, and on the 17th, and now, you know, so he's in my life still, and he's gonna help me move the cats on Thursday, on the right after moving day. I think in here he included like listening to Stone Temple Pilots and The Doors. September 93. I want to say I am so thankful for the friends who wrote me when I ended up on that dirt road, Ebenezer Road in Elvinston, on a pig farm. I'm so thankful to longtime friends and people who just were like, yeah, I'll write you, that were my school acquaintances. Jeremy's still a best friend. And yeah, I'm going to throw out his letters. Because, right? He's a different man now. Big envelope. Oh, Richard. Somebody who said he hated writing letters, but ended up being one of my favorite people. And what a friendship we had. And see, what's so great, why I want to keep all these letters, is there's bits of our lives. And sometimes the way we wrote each other, that everybody wrote each other, was by quoting stuff, right? And, oh, I'm gonna cry, you know? I loved the years of friendship that people gave me. I love that. You know, and I'm so proud of the people who are still, have been through so much, and well, I have too. You know, we're still here. I don't know what this is. A mix of people. Fatima. And a mix of other people. This one was tough. This was an email from someone who said that I inspired them to become a nurse from my Christianity. And here I am. I'm no longer, I'm not one. I wasn't one anymore. And yet it had affected her life, you know? And then these are, I missed you, Fatima. Fatima was my best friend in grade 9. And I moved away in grade 9. And I lost one of my best friends because she and I, it's like I ditched her for Gwen. And, oh, it's horrible. But I didn't, it's just the way life happens. And my parents didn't get me to see her enough. And we're friends on Facebook, but don't talk to speak to each other. It sucks. It sucks. And maybe keeping these letters sucks as well, because why? It hurts, you know, if I'm looking at them. No wonder. Carol has been in great contact with me, but, oh, her beautiful mail. I don't want to get rid of her mail yet, because some of these are cards that I can keep. So, as you can see, just because I'm choosing to keep certain pieces of mail doesn't mean I love those people more than I love other people. It's just that, oh, this is about Gwen ending the friendship the first time. All this stuff. You know, but yeah, it's tough. If I could, I would keep everything and then make a book when I'm older and people don't care. And then it's interesting to see all the pop references, you know? I think this is another Gwen folder. 2000. What is it? Gosh, so awesome. Even just for the printing and the way we did our letters, you know? That's the first envelope. I'm throwing out this tough, like tough. It really sucks. It really sucks. This is not easy. This is not easy. I knew this would suck, which is why I didn't do it. I got letters going back to like... Okay, so this is from the hospital when I was hospitalized for anorexia. I'm gonna put this with my school stuff because I always don't remember the year that I was gone. I was gone for a year, half a year in the hospital, half a year in more care. Miscellaneous needs to be sorted. Oh, treasure map. Oh, I remember getting that. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Some stuff. Okay, so this is stuff that didn't go in an envelope. Dead Rabbit, a poem I had written. Things I was starting to write. Shannon! Oh, man. My Amber has a roommate now. I bet she wished for Eddie Vedder. Oh gosh. This is stuff I had on my wall. John Malkovich, because, hello, who doesn't put John Malkovich on their bedroom wall? When I was 17. So this was a drawing by my first hello. Is that? Oh God, a dirty poem. Oh gosh, what a dirty poem he had sent me. Written me. Oh, that's beautiful, right? That's beautiful. I liked it when he did art. This the guy. God, he was being a jerk. He's being a jerk. But I did love his art. His landscape art. Not his, I'm trying to like, I don't know. What is this? I have to keep this. I wrote this. I was taking notes when my mother was moving stuff out of my apartment when I let her stay with me. Keep that just in case. But goodbye to this and this and this and this and this. I let go of Guy's letters years ago. It was tough because he had the most beautiful handwriting, and that was my most deepest romantic love that I'd experienced in my life. So that was a tough one. I burned those letters in a really nice ceremony with a friend. But oh, all these letters are amazing. I miss her still. I will always miss Gwen. Gwen has a special place in my heart, but it happens. I am glad we talked, and she is such a great writer. I wouldn't be surprised if she becomes a published author someday. If she ever does that. She's really cool, too. Like, I wish... One of my things that's been sad is that I wish she knew who I ended up marrying, as they have so much in common. They would get along better than me and her. Oh, and if you think all these letters are a lot, I wrote her a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah. See? This is what's cool, right? Seeing stuff like that is really cool. God damn it. I can't. If I look at this too long, I'm not going to be able to do this. I have to do this. She hated her handwriting. I love it. I always knew it was her. It's always great. And she's a fantastic fucking writer. I'm sure she's no less a great writer. But she has a lot of stuff in common with my husband. She would have got him. She would have thought he was good. Especially since I ended up with somebody who isn't awful to me. This is gonna be like... I feel sick to my stomach. There's also conversations. This is when I'm living in Glencoe. The factory town where I worked in the factory. These are the letters that were worth the most. It's sad. I wish we were still friends. She tried with me. She tried with me, you know, a couple times. I will always love Gwen. Although obviously, it'd be difficult to be friends again with somebody who would ditch you over your bad choices of men. That's what a lot of people make bad choices in their relationships, but I can understand how it affects a friend. But I will miss her forever. I will always, I don't know, it's weird, miss. I will always be thankful for all that she gave me. She was so generous and so awesome. And when I think of something that she would laugh at, that she would point at and laugh at with her humor, her sense of humor, I remember the things she would get. Oh, those are my art. I want to keep the originals you sent to me, but here's a scanned copy. I wanted to see how well it turned out on my printer. This is art I did when I was in Texas for a short time, visiting that guy. I did these. Yeah, I did art, and I sent the originals to her. I'm not much of an artist, but that's the closest I ever came to art, in my opinion. I'm always afraid to do art. Ebenezer Road. Yeah. But, you know. It's been so long now that obviously, you know, person on the back, but they're so damn cool. I mean, there's an even scan of 124 and 125, a letter I wrote her, and with my drawing of Amelia Earhart that I sent her, because I saw it through the door when I had, I drew from the wood door of the hospital room. That was when I had cat scratch fever. Oh God, that's a picture of me. Back then. You might kill me. Yeah, I hated that picture. Oh. But I won't kill her. She's so into, like, so much about my husband into, like, sports. And not, why did I say sports? I mean comics, Marvel stuff, and certain things, and all that. I don't know why I'm mentioning that. It's just, there's similarities between them, and I don't know if I did that subconsciously or not, because I would always pick guys that were not anything like this, but I did end up picking somebody that was a bit more, that totally, yeah, reminds me of her in some ways, except for writing communication. He's not a good communicator, but I mean, interest-wise and some personality stuff, they remind me of each other, and I don't know if that's why I ended up deciding to be with him in the end. You know, like choosing a friend, a best friend over, you know, the types of guys that would just have the passion but rip my guts out. You know, like I'm now in like the kind of relationship where I could have had this friendship. I could have, you know, I'm able to be me, but I totally was shitty to 2002 when yeah, I have to, maybe I should cut it out as well. I'm so sorry that I hurt her. And that I was with someone that hurt both of us back then. And that it seemed like I was doing it again when I decided to stay in Toronto after being with someone who was who didn't treat me well either. And that just sort of ended that. But I love her anyway, and I understand now, because I've since experienced being friends with people who would, you know, clearly be choosing to be in something that was really damaging and unhealthy for them, and it's frustrating and hurtful, and I get it. I totally get it. I'm just happy that she's got a good life now, and She made great friends in university, and I wish her all the best. And so that's why I'm going to let go of her letters. Everybody. Let go of everybody. Although I should keep this picture. Give it to my friend Sharon. No. One day this autograph photo will be worth thousands. Actually, I should give him this in a few days. Fireworks are going on. Maybe I should consider just letting go of everything. You can hear fireworks. Yeah, if I can let go of Gwen's letters, I can let go of anybody. Okay, so that was long. Oh my god, 25 minutes. Now this is a different matter. This is like medical stuff and more medical stuff and tax stuff. The other day, I returned 3 photo books. They were hardcover photo books that belonged to, no, they didn't belong. I bought them, but they were photos taken by someone else who had been my friend. The person we helped move here from Ireland, set them up with a job and pay for first and last on their apartment here. But anyway, I had the books and I didn't want to throw them out or recycle them because I was like, they are good. It's a good books. I did pay for them and they are photos, but they mean something to her. And I thought, I'll just give them back to her. I don't want to hold on to them because why do I hold on to someone who, you know, doesn't want to be my friend? It's just, why do that? You know, diaries and journals are one thing, but holding on to some things, I should let them go. And so I hung them on her door with a polite, nice note. But I think she took it as like I wasn't letting go, but not realizing that actually in that moment it was a act of kindness to like let go and letting go. Like, I hold no ill will. Here are books that you'll appreciate because they were your photographs in hardcover. And you know, take care. So, letters from the early 90s. I might have a few more here to discard of. I love letters. Oh, I love letters so much. I love writing in pen pals, and I do. I love it so much. It's so weird to be letting go of this stuff. CD, I will write you back someday, and if I don't, I guess, I don't know. It's tough. I value words. I value the written word. All these shelves were covered in, had books. I mean, I love collections of letters. You know? I think when I was younger, I always thought Gwen and I would be friends till we were really old, and then our collection of letters we'd go through and we'd publish them back and forth. I mean, you know. I think I am going to cry a little bit. This is really letting go of, like, clearly it's just not going to happen. If people return in my life, that's great. And the people that are still in my life, that's great. And if you're a Facebook friend and you saw me just throw out your letters like I didn't care, I did care. And I'm so thankful for the times you were in my life in a more active way. I mean, anybody who was there for me and with me was amazing. I was so lucky. And I am still lucky because I can still meet people and make friends in our fireworks. Glowing lights. My husband and I enjoyed watching fireworks from this balcony, living here. And in less than a month I'll be living with him and we'll have a balcony view again. Great window view, but we'll be able to see fireworks from where we live as well. but from up much higher. So from the 4th floor to the 20th, technically the 19th. There's no 13th floor because Western culture is saying 13 is unlucky. But yeah, so I'm sure the fireworks will keep going. Let's get rid of these letters. I'll do postcards. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute. I'll do postcards later. Fireworks are bad for dogs. Like, it stresses animals out. But as a kid, yeah, I enjoyed fireworks shows. They always seem to go by so fast, and then you're in some crowded place. Everybody's hurrying to get out. But yeah, some good memories. Yeah, I'm so sorry for how careless I could be in friendships, and how human I was in choosing, in getting all caught up in my, because I was in my 20s, in who I was in love with, even though they were completely horrible for me after a while, and it was there was so much bad done. I totally get it. Like, horrible treatment. The person was awful, and I totally get it. As a best friend, you don't want to see your friend doing that, or choosing to give the guy another chance when he's caused anguish. And I get it. I'm turning 39 now. I totally get it. I don't even put up with crap now. I've changed quite a bit. I'm actually, yeah, the fireworks are startling the cats. I'm throwing this out, all these letters, while I'm going to mail a letter to someone I'm writing now. I'm shaking. So, letters, I don't have to stop writing letters or receiving letters. I just, guys, anyone who does writing, letters, pen pals, keeps diaries, journals, they would get what this is like for me right now. They would get it. And if I come across more, because I still have to go through my book room, I will let them go. Because that's what you gotta do sometimes. But I am so grateful. I hope people know that. Like, I'm so thankful for every word. And I'm so sorry for the way I let some friendships slip through my hands, and the way I didn't fight. I've said this before in a vlog, but I wish I had fought for my best friend, Gwen, the way I fought for my boyfriend / lover / fiancés, or whatever they were. I wish I had fought as hard to keep her and be there for her as much as I did for the men who said that they loved me and would always be there for me. I didn't. And since then, I will never make that mistake again. So I learned. Too late, but maybe not. I'm still got some years to go. What's another thing is I'm throwing out these letters. I don't know. It's just so weird. My husband painted my nails for me. He's so nice. My feet needed a lot of tender, loving care. Because I'm still shaking a bit. This has got to be one of the scariest things. I kept putting it off for years, obviously.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Good, thanks. It hasn't been too bad today, has it?
No, I like the cool breeze. And there's fireworks going on in the distance right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I suppose every day, right now, tomorrow, too, there'll be.
Oh yeah, people do them every chance they can on these kind of weekends, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta throw this out, so I'll be back. So this is a parcel locker. It also lets you mail. So I'm gonna mail a letter to a friend. So that will be picked up by Monday. On Monday. Yeah, I lived on Ebenezer Road when she wrote me, and then Glencoe. I lived in Glencoe in a few different places. Then I lived here in St. Thomas. And when we reconnected, I was living in this apartment building. And then I moved to Pearl Street, and we were still friends. And then I moved to Toronto. And then, yeah. Sorry guys, I sound like I'm a mess, but think of holding on to letters from the 90s. We first wrote each other when the teachers went on strike in high school. So, and those weren't even my oldest letters, but that's when we started our correspondence. High school. So, there's a dumpster. And it'll get piled up with garbage really quickly because it's apartment buildings and there's chutes. So garbage is gotten rid of. Like I said, I would have shredded it or recycled it, but it's too personal. I don't think my heart's ever beat so fast. Well, of course it has, but why am I being so emotionally open with you guys about this? I think because the people who keep journals and keep them or have pen pals might understand how difficult that just was. Tell me in the comments if you've ever done it to let go of letters of people you loved or people that were your friends or all that stuff. Or did you just get rid of the letters after you read them every single time? I kept mine in freaking file folders. I kept everything in chronological order. So I'm moving out of here in less than a month. Has been returned to the home we have in the other city, and a rainbow was diving into the lake from the view of our bedroom there, or what is to be our bedroom, and that was a nice greeting for him to get when he got there. But yeah, you can see them better from where my apartment. Yeah, packing. This is what I'm doing. I'm letting go of things, and I'm packing up, and I'm letting go of things. I still have my journals and diaries anyway, where I wrote about people I cared about, so it's all good. Thanks for being with me during this.